And the last team of the group is England. Alright, so there are the goalkeepers are Joe Hart, Robert Green. I have no idea how Green has made the squad. I feel bad for John Ruddy again.
Yeah.
He had his marriage, he got selected, and then he injured his finger, which is bad.
Is that the finger that they put the ring on by any chance?
I don't know,
Don't
but
know.
if it is, then his wife might be,
Little pissed off.
little
bit.
I have no fucking idea how Glenn Johnson got selected ahead of Micah Richards.
Because Roy Hodgson is the boss, dude.
But I have no... How can you select Glenn Johnson ahead of Micah Richards?
Dude, it is a fucked up selection. It's plain as... Honestly, we might crack a few jokes, but we have nothing... This is no bias, but honestly, I think even Liverpool fans will admit it.
There is absolutely...
As United fans, we are saying that Micah Richards should have been in this team.
Exactly, and...
It's simple as that.
Simple as that. And there is
Ashley Cole. The Guardian website lists Ashley Cole as an Arsenal player.
Oh, that is... I think they're like living in 2004 or something. I read this on Twitter. So United Rant cracked this joke, which was like...
I know this one.
Cahill has a sore jaw. Gerrard has a sore groin. Coincidence? I think not.
You know what I'm waiting for?
What the hell are you? But a lot of players got injured. Frank Lampard got injured.
Yeah.
I have no idea how Stuart Downing made the squad. What was Stuart Downing's stats? What were his stats?
In my opinion, that's not worth discussing because it's been over-discussed on Twitter.
And if you want a left-footed winger...
Yeah. I think I really like Adam Johnson.
He is.
The
only thing that goes in Stuart Downing's favour is he can play on either wing.
See, Stuart Downing can play equally shit on either
wing.
wing.
Yeah, possibly. Or if you want a left-footed winger, you can push Baines forward, keep Cole as a left back, and push Baines as a left winger because Baines can play left midfield because he's got brilliant crossing abilities.
Something like what Spurs did with Gareth Bale.
If you want a player who is tall and strong and equally good with his feet, Grant Holt. He played the entire season as a part. He didn't really start much. On the sub, he scored 15 goals in the league.
In my opinion.
But I think the first match, which is against France, I hope they start with Welbeck. Again, not being biased.
No, of course no.
But anybody in their right mind, anybody in their right mind would agree that Welbeck is a better striker than Andy Carroll. I wouldn't have Jordan Henderson anywhere near the side. Not even in myself.
What is he doing in fucking Poland, Ukraine?
I have no fucking idea.
What are these Liverpool players doing? I think Roy Hodgson owed them a favour. What happens when Rooney comes in?
When Rooney comes in...
Do you drop Welbeck and play...
No. I would still...
Presuming he performs well.
Presuming he performs well, then I'd keep him up front and I'd put Rooney behind him.
This season, hasn't Oxlade-Chamberlain been more impressive than Walcott?
He has, but then again...
When he has played,
exactly. But the thing...
He doesn't have the experience.
He doesn't have the experience.
You know the hyphenated surprise package?
Maybe. There's no denying the fact he has talent. There's no denying the fact that he's good. But is that enough to warrant a place in the side?
Maybe not a starting place.
Not a starting place. Maybe as a squad. But still,
I hope he gets a good chance. Even if it's locked at 1-1, take Walcott off, put Chamberlain on. You're not going too much more attacking.
Actually, because they basically... I'd rather have Chamberlain and Downing.
I also feel that England as a team, they don't have the character in the team to dominate their opponents.
Yeah.
So I honestly think with Oxlade-Chamberlain, he will help pile pressure. I don't think Walcott can do it that way. Walcott gets the ball and fucks up a cross.
I read another joke where Van Persie's father makes art out of scraps. And that's what Van Persie does with Walcott's crosses. Scores goals out of scraps. Out of basically nowhere, Alright, so those were your squads.
So, we've made a short list of players other than the obvious ones who we think you should watch out for. Yeah, keep your eye out for them.
Yeah. Okay, so first up we have Mats Hummels. He plays as centre-back for Borussia Dortmund and he's been an absolute revelation this season. And he is basically brilliant and you should watch out for him.
Next up we have Jordi Alba, who I'm not sure if he'll start for Spain, but if he does, I think he's shown a lot of promise this season and he could surprise a few people.
Next up we have Tim Krul. He's been one of the many good goalkeepers we've had in the Premier League this season. And he's one of the reasons why Newcastle have finished where they have this year. And I don't think he'll start, but if he does, I think he'll be very good.
Next up we have Danny Welbeck. I don't think I really need to explain this, and people probably do expect him to do well, but I still think not everyone expects him to do well. No, but
especially with Rooney out for the first two games, and Welbeck really needs to step up.
I hope he picks him ahead of Carroll.
Next up, we have Fernando Torres. Llorente, whose name is very similar to one of the other strikers in the squad, and he's been brilliant for Atletico Bilbao this season. He's scored plenty of goals, and although he's not that fast, but he's brilliant with his feet and his head, and I think you should really watch out for him.
Next up, we have Michel Worm. Again, like Tim Krul, we are not sure if he'll start ahead of Stecklenburg and, of course, Tim Krul. But if he does, he's been absolute class this season. One of the reasons Swansea were as good as they were.
Next up, we have Ivan Rakitic. He plays for Sevilla in Spain, and he established his career at Schalke. And very few people know about him because he isn't really in one of the top clubs, but he is actually a very promising midfielder.
Yeah.
And he can be this, the surprise element in the Croatian side.
Yeah.
So I think he will partner Luka Modric in midfield, and I hope he lives up to his potential.
Yeah. Next up, we have Laurent Koscielny, Arsenal centre back, who also plays right back at times. He's been consistent, at least for the most part of the season, shouldered a lot of the defensive responsibility, which was a lot for Arsenal this season. And I think in a French team which has a couple of other stars, he could be an understated but important piece of the jigsaw.
Last up, we have Yohan Cabaye, and not many people knew this fellow before the start of the season. And when Newcastle signed him, they thought he would just be another normal average player for the average side. But he's shocked everybody. He's a brilliant box-to-box midfielder. He has amazing tackling abilities. He has an eye for a pass. He can take shots. He can score free kicks.
Yeah, he can do it all.
Yeah, and he can take penalties too. So he's basically a complete midfielder.
Yeah, so that was our list of a few players to watch out for other than the top names.
Yep.
As such.
We're going to talk about a little bit about Indian football, just a couple of minutes.
The big news this week is Bollywood superstar
Shah
Rukh Khan, who is reigned box offices in India and abroad.
He has a cricket team called Kolkata Knight Riders, and they won the IPL this year. And now he's taking the entire kitty, putting it into football. He's buying,
which is actually good.
Exactly.
Which is the first good thing that I think he has done.
Yes, he's taken the money from cricket and he's putting it into football.
He's the man.
He's the man. He's buying 50% stake in the current I-League champions Dempo.
Yeah.
And
Dempo is a club which hails from Goa.
Yeah.
And they're the current champions. You know what I don't want to see?
What?
Dempo FC and stupid ass. अरे तुमने
Score बोलो और वो जीत वो रहे and stuff.
No, I don't want to see Dempo SC footballers being put in jail for killing cash.
Oh yeah, that
I don't want to fucking see that.
Yeah. No, I don't think it'll happen because anyway. But it's good that people are now showing interest in football, domestic football as such.
I just hope this sparks other celebs to invest.
Yes.
Money.
Now with the celebrity showing interest.
Yeah. Let's just hope it.
Let's just hope it brings
culminates into something.
It brings up a level of interest.
Something wholesome.
Yeah.
I hope sincerely that Shah Rukh is not expecting immediate returns because he will pull out.
Yeah,
I hope sincerely that...
No, I don't think so. And it's important. I think there's another celebrity, John Abraham.
Yeah.
He's very much into football. And I hope, he gets a hint of this and he starts investing money. And the more money you pump, the more players you attract. And the more better your league becomes.
Correct.
And the more better your league becomes, the more interest it generates. The more
it's
interest
a cycle.
It's a cycle.
Essentially, it's a cycle.
I'm not saying it will be like within 5 years we'll be a top
Exactly.
country.
It's a long term.
It's a long process, but it has to start sometime.
The thing is, dude, however much we progress, so are the other countries, man.
Yeah, but
another part of this is countries like England, they're so right now focused with getting players from abroad because they take cheaper wages, cheaper transfer fees, and they don't need to invest at grassroots levels.
Yeah,
that they are not concentrating on their own talent that much. So it's also possible that a lot of these countries, after peaking, will maybe not fall tremendously or fall flat, but they will regress at least.
I hope
to a certain extent.
Alright, so that was us talking about Indian football, and you can see a passion coming out, and we're just totally getting into it.
I love my... No, I don't actually. I don't like my country a lot.
I love my India. I'm sorry.
That is going to be cut out.
No, it's not.
Yo, wait, Ramesh. Let's finish this off. Your prediction for winner and runners-up.
Okay, I am personally supporting Holland, as you know.
I don't give a fuck who you're supporting. Tell me who you think will win.
Who I think will win. Alright, the heart says Holland, the mind...
Fuck your heart.
I can't fuck my heart, it's kinda impossible. Alright, the heart says Holland, but the brain says Germany. Runners up, alright, I won't say... I'll just take a France.
I think it should be Holland who'll win, Netherlands.
Oh my
and
God.
Germany to be runners up.
No, I think France are the dark horses. Alright, so that
Okay,
was
I
it.
swear I will not let Ramesh sing on the next podcast. Just come back. The name we've decided once again is 19 Yards. Hit us up at Battamiz and at Ankur_encore on Twitter.
We'll put our Twitter handles in the description.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys enjoyed. This is the first episode, and I
First,
hope
virgin.
yeah, this we just popped our virginity, and we just hope to get better from here. And I hope you guys are interested. And we'll next week we'll talk about the matches which took place in the Euros, the first few matches.
And we'll also look forward to the games which are gonna come
Yeah.
after
the
next
next week, and we'll talk about transfer rumors and of course whatever happens in Indian football. Just a little segment in the end about Indian football. So that's it.
So that was the first episode of 19 Yards. Hope you enjoyed it. Tune back in next Monday, which should be the 11th of June for our second episode, which will be just one episode, of course. This we had to split into two.
Say something nice before ending.
Kabaddi.
No.
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers.